Hey guys, welcome back to DeFi, degens, drip or poverty. So as I mentioned in other videos, I'm documenting my journey along this drip roller coaster. I am about 10 months late to the party, but we will see how it goes. And there's a lot of FUD. Do your own research. As I mentioned before, you're looking at 150 bucks to invest. And at the end of 2 years, that could be $50,000. So it's well worth for me to gamble. I honestly don't know what this protocol will hold and how it will hold up. I've read the white paper. I've seen people talking about it, but part of me is skeptical. And when I'm skeptical, that's why I test it out so that I can know firsthand what it will do. So we will see. But that being said, I enjoy testing things out, and I am curious to see if we can actually generate some sort of passive income and be able to donate to the Cambodian Children's Fund, because giving back is what it's all about. And if we can use crypto assets to secure our financial freedom, then why the hell not? And if in the worst case we lose 150 bucks in the process, so what? It was worth the ride. So today in this video, I want to show you what I think is the hands down best strategy for getting yourself to at least 100 drip. 100 drip will, at the current price, is about $140. So we're talking $14,000 paid out daily, 140 bucks. So the goal to get to that is as soon as possible without paying a shit ton of gas fees. And I want to shout out one of the drip community members. I don't know her personally, but she wrote this really long, super detailed blog on the best strategy. And then there's a really detailed calculator that she made to help you figure it out. And she also answers some questions about the community. She's been in here quite a while. So I will show you her calculator, but then I will break it down and show you what I found to be the quickest way. Quickest by means of balancing time and the amount of money you pay on gas fees, because gas fees are pretty cheap on Binance, but they can add up very quickly as well, especially if you're going into this with very little amount of capital to start with. So I will put this link in the description, and it will link to this calculator here that gives you all these details so you can tell it, you know, what you're starting out with, how many drip, and if you have multiple wallets, all this stuff, and it'll tell you basically how long it'll take to get there, what your value will be. It takes a little while, you can see here, to populate because this is a huge spreadsheet. You can change the price per day of what you think it will go to. So far, drip has been up and to the right. Forex has been on AMAs and saying it will be $2,000, $3,000. Who knows? But anyway, this chart are all the calculations are done here on the back end, and you have this hydration template, which does most of the calculating. So this is your different ways of hydrating. So you can choose to hydrate and claim every other day. You can choose to hydrate all days until you get 27.3K drip, hydrate every other day, or every third day, every other day, hydrate until you get to 100 drip, then alternate and claim, and then a couple others. So anyway, I'm not gonna go through all of them because I've already put that together in this other spreadsheet. So basically I was looking at just a couple of key metrics for tokens that, you know, I figured be good places to start: 5, 10, 25, 50, and 100 drip tokens. And then I broke it down based on price, how many days it takes, and how much that will cost you with gas. This is the average price that I paid on gas. And this is a little bit more than what BNB is right now. The all-time high for BNB was just under $700. So this just shows you what BNB can get to on the network. So if you're doing this every day and it's $1,000 BNB, which it very well could be in the next year, BNB definitely will be going up and to the right. We don't know about other tokens, but Binance is not going anywhere. So we can definitely see some use cases for them. So you can expect to start paying around $1 per transaction on BNB at some stage. And that being said, we can look at the total days and the costs for each one of these. So what I want you to see is that it doesn't change in days, like how long it takes to get to these numbers. So right for here, you're talking about 8-day difference. Now we got a 9-day difference. And all the way at the end of the chart, you got 16 days, so just over 2 weeks, but you save a shit ton of money in the long run. So are you willing to throw out an extra $140 to get to your 100 drip token 16 days earlier? If you have that kind of capital in your account, then yeah, you can. But what I did is kind of create what I think is the best strategy for all the different ways of compounding. So to me, if you're starting out with just one drip, which is what I started out with in my account, you'll hydrate every 3 days, and then it'll take you 246 days to get to 10 drip. And that's going to cost you $47. So that's this one here, every third day. You could get there 2 days early and pay 3 times as much. That doesn't make any sense, right? Then once you get to 10 drip, I bumped it up to every other day to kind of speed up the process. So this total days to get to 25 drip takes 355 days, basically. And it would have taken a little less had you stuck with 345 days. Is that right? Shoot, my math is off. Let's add this up. 345, yeah, 345. So same as this, doing it every other day. We get to 25 drip tokens, but we spent less than $98 because we started out at a cheaper, cheaper every week strategy here. So we get to the same amount of drip tokens, but we saved 23 bucks here. So it would have been $98, now it's only 75. But here's where it really makes a difference is when you start doing it every day, you only have to do it for 148 more days. And then you finally get to 493 total days to get to 100 drip and $139. Whereas the other strategies, it would have took you $282 and about 5 days faster, or about another 10 days slower, and you save 80 bucks. But once you're at the 100 drip per day level, at the current price of drip, your payout will be $136 a day. You multiply that by 1 year, you're gonna get 50 grand. So that's why I said, to me, this is well worth it. So you pay $140 for your drip, and over the course of a year, you pay another, I didn't add this total up. What is the total? Should have total cost. Oh, so it's about the same, ironically. So the cost of drip is $136, and the total that you would spend over the course of 493 days in gas is going to be another $139. So your total investment is 275 bucks and 493 days, roughly. Now, is that worth it to get 50 grand? You tell me. So I think it is. And again, I don't know, do your own research, definitely check on this, not financial advice. I can only look at all the people that have gotten in before me and seeing the amazing gains they've made and how the chart's been up and to the right. They had their highest peak in members just last month. So we will see if it continues to grow upward. So that's the big thing. If you look on DAP Radar, they have a lot of room to grow. So if Forex is legit and the project is legit, again, I'm skeptical, I don't know, I'm just brand new to this, getting in, then there's a lot of room for them to actually move up. So out of all of the protocols, they are ranked number 17 across all protocols with roughly 30,000 users. So there's a lot more growth. 30,000 users is nothing, guys. Like PancakeSwap has 10 times as many users. So if he can find some use cases, this can continue to grow. Will there be a point where it just does bottom out? I think so. There won't be enough new liquidity coming in, and then the old users will have maxed out their wallets and maybe built new ones. But I definitely see this sustaining itself at least for the next year or two, because I see a lot more members being able to be onboarded into the space. And they'll be looking just like me, looking back at other people who've been in for a year and making money and seeing all the videos, and like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna try 150 bucks. Let me test it out and see. So I think it will be able to substantially grow. And who knows what other use cases he has. He has mentioned some stuff about doing some partnerships. They're now listed on CoinMarketCap. He has some NFTs he wants to launch. So if he continues to innovate and build on top of this platform, like the Animal Farm, I see it at least carrying long enough to get your initial $150 investment back, right? I guarantee that should be there in the foreseeable future. Will you get the 50 grand? I'd love to see that. I don't know, but I'm quite confident that you can get this back because the contract is already on the blockchain. It's immutable, can't be changed, can't be pulled out, can't be rug pulled. So once you put your money in, it does pay you out 1% per day in drip. So the only catch to this is if the drip token just tanks. And that could happen if the whale tax and all that doesn't balance out. But I believe he did the right math and put all the right stops in place, checks and balances. So these whale taxes and things of that nature, for anybody that owns a certain percentage, they get taxed heavily, guys. So that's why it incentivizes them to actually donate the money down the tier. Speaking of which, you can join my team. As of right now, I do not hold the BREIT token, so therefore there will be no airdrops, but I am looking to grow the team, meaning just people that are looking to support the mission of taking one claim per month and donating that to the Cambodia Children's Fund. We'll find a way to do like a multi-sig wallet or something else in the future. But right now, it's literally just the honor system. Sign up, use my buddy list. I don't get anything for it. I'm not actually making anything off of that because you can't collect any rewards unless you have the BREIT token. And I cannot airdrop to you unless I have the BREIT token. And right now, I don't have 300 bucks to invest to get those downward tier benefits. But when I do, and I do plan on growing my my portfolio, I will be happy to support those that have joined up under me, which is why I made my own 5 wallet strategy so I can test this out myself. So I'm putting my money where my mouth is, guys. I'm still not 100% confident, but I am at least curious and willing to test it out. So if you want to take this ride with me and you want to take the DeFi, degens, Drip for Poverty Challenge, sign up, use my buddy link, drop me a comment below if you got questions. I'm not chasing the Kool-Aid or the FUD. I'm really riding this in the middle. I don't know how this is going to shape up. So I'm going to give you guys straight shooter advice and tell you what I find and let you know. So if something happens, I will be the first to say I was wrong and don't get in this program or protocol if something happens. But until then, let's ride the wave. See you guys in the next video. Peace.